Hey guys, welcome back to the 31 Days of Yuletide Tarot. This is actually going to be the wrap-up video for the whole project. Before I get started in on that, as you can see, I'm in a different background right now. I decided to switch things up, so we are currently in my office space right now. The artwork back in here is not my own, but if you know who has done these paintings, please let me know, because I don't remember. These are actually out of an old calendar that I had when I was still a teen, and I saved the pictures from. But let me know if you recognize any of these artists. You know, I like them and I've kept them this far, so thumbs up for that. So I wanted to take a couple of minutes to kind of reflect on how this tarot reading project went for me, what I think could be improved if I decide to do it again next year, and what I think the ultimate reflection is going to be for all of these readings, because there are certainly a number of cards that repeated throughout the month, and I think it's important to share that, especially because, you know, part of my practice, at least what I tend to incorporate, is looking at the kinds of patterns that I see coming into it. I'll explain what I mean by that when I get to that point, but yeah, so first things first, my ultimate goal was to post a video every single day during December, and for the most part, I think I did pretty good. The only thing that kind of prevented me from really doing that well was the fact that 2 out of the 31 videos that I made actually had glitchy footage, and whether that was, I can't figure out if it was user error on my part or if it was just me not paying attention to what my computer was doing. Whatever the reason, there were 2 videos that did not get posted because, number one, I had no energy to film them, so it was that was laziness on my part, but a lot of the footage that I wanted to share with you got lost, and I didn't have a whole lot of time to be going back and refilming them anyway because of the holidays and because of family obligations. So yeah, unfortunately we're missing 2 videos, but for the most part you have a month's worth of videos to look back on if you so desire. The full complement of spreads of readings that I did are on my Instagram, and yeah, check them out. I will be linking all of my social media handles below if you guys want to see me outside of YouTube. The spiel on that is go ahead and subscribe here if you guys want to see more video content from me. We'll get to that in a minute. Also, moving on. The other thing that I think I could do better is actually typing out my notes like I normally do, because I found it awkward that I was looking down in frame all the time to read my notes, even though I normally would handwrite stuff like that anyway. If I'm not filming it, I think it would have been better to have a face-to-face conversation with you guys and not be looking down, because I think that kind of cut off a little bit of the fluidity that I could have had. So next time, you know, maybe next month, you know, next year is what I meant to say, but maybe next year during this time, I will do something a little bit different in that I should type my notes rather than handwrite them. But we'll see where I'm at this time next year. And the other thing that I kind of liked this aspect of it, but I got to share a part of my life with you that maybe you guys didn't really know about me. And I got to let you guys see that how I would incorporate that every day for myself. Generally, you know, I'm a creative, and generally, art and creative expression is what gets me out of bed in the morning. Oftentimes very early in the morning, but gets me out of bed in the morning nonetheless. And writing is my first love. It will always be my first love. Whether I have a computer with me, whether I have a writing tablet and a pencil, whatever needs to be written down will be written down. And for me, that's so important. It's so important because it gets the stuff up here out into the world. It's the same thing with me filming videos. The creative expression is important to me, and I think part of why I resonate with tarot readings so well is because it's a way of helping you channel your intuition. At least, you know, I feel that it's a way for me to channel what the larger picture is for me. And this is where I get into the idea of reading patterns and, oh Jesus, yeah, yeah, it's it's a lot of fun for me, and I understand that it might not resonate well with any of you, but I do appreciate it. So one thing that I did notice coming up in the readings I shared with you is that there were some repeats. I'm not going to go back and try and track all of them, but I know things like the woodward, transition, the green man, the green woman, what else? Well, some of those bigger cards, healing, community, all of these things that kept repeating, I feel suggest that this has been an important time for me to take a step back and really look at what was harming me and how, you know, how to face those things in the light of healing. And, you know, there's certainly been some really, really difficult moments, especially recently. There's been a lot going on, and I'm definitely glad I had the time to take a step back and look at what was going on, because now there's a couple of things that I'm now without, and that's okay. I certainly don't mean that in a negative light, but it's been a ride, and I'm glad, you know, I'm glad these cards came up because, you know, especially with the woodward, it talks about courage and finding a point where you can start from and not look back. You know, there can be fear when things are changing, and it's okay. So long as you take the time to step back and heal, take some time. It's, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Take some time to heal, fall back on your community and the people around you if you know you can, you know, trust them and be vulnerable. And again, like, you know, some of these readings suggest what I mean by community and home is that there are people around you who aren't necessarily blood relation, but who still have your back and support you. And that's really important. That's really special. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of work. And I do want to do it again. One thing that I want to plan for this year is doing weekly readings as part of my my vlog channel, my vlog style videos. I do plan on expanding on the first deck haul video that I made. I will link that. Sorry, we're gonna move. I do plan on linking that in the video description for this video, just so you have some context for what I mean by that. But I also plan on rehashing or re-upping my my vlog style videos, because I did take a break at the end of October. I will get into why in a minute. Actually in another video, sorry. But yeah. So thank you guys. If you guys tuned in, thank you so much. Thank you to those of you that tuned in and chose to subscribe to my channel. I really, really appreciate, I appreciate that. I have a feeling that 2020, at least for me, is going to be a year of more growth, more, more self-education, and that's definitely important. I also have a feeling that things are going to be a lot better. Yeah, the 2019 was rough, but it's going to be better. It's going to be better. I have a feeling for that. So that is about it, guys. Thank you for tuning in on this video. Thank you for dropping in for the 31 days of Yuletide Tarot. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here for me. I will see you in the next video, guys. Mwah. Love you all, and blessed be.